video tutorial. I'm just going to give a quick little run through of a premium tank. I'm sure most of you are pretty well acquainted with premium tanks, but just in case you aren't, you always have these few guidelines over here whenever you click on one in the tech tree. Now there are quite a number of premium tanks. Usually the larger the tech tree, the more premium tanks there are. The Americans have a pretty decently large tech tree, and they have a couple premium tanks. The Germans, from what I can tell, have the most premium tanks, but they have the largest tree out of everybody as well. Now, getting back to the premiums, every single one of them has their own special money multipliers for when you win a game. Now it says right here that you earn more credits for each battle. That being said, as you move up in tier of premium tank from tier 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8, your credit multiplier multiplies exponentially. Like a tier 2 premium tank, such as the T2 Lite, is not going to make you a whole bunch of credits, and for that reason it is only a measly 375 gold. Right now it's on sale. Normally it's 750. My bad, I forgot to correct myself. It's 750 gold normally. Now that's really not that much. In my opinion, getting a tier 2 premium is pretty useless because that 750 gold you can use for demounting equipment modules like this that cost 10 gold to remove every time you do it, so that way you don't have to sell it along with the tank and then buy it back for a whole bunch of money. Now, moving on again, premium tanks also have no research required, as I'm sure you know they all come standard with whatever equipment they get. Now that can be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. Being said, most premium tanks get above average equipment for them, such as the T-34 Tier 9, Tier 9, 10, 9, 8 equipment, whereas other premium tanks like the Ram or the T-14 get Tier 4 and 5 modules on a Tier 5 tank, whereas a Tier 5 Heavy for the Americans can end up getting Tier 6, 7 modules, so you have to keep that in mind. But they do also, going back to the list, are elite status, so you can convert experience off of them relatively easy. As soon as you pick it up, you can start earning experience on them, or what you can do is you can accelerate the crew training, which is right here. It's kind of hard to see on my screen, but you can accelerate the crew training. So this guy right here, he has the little government icon next to him. He is receiving almost all of the experience earned on this tank. It's pumping straight into him because right now he is the lowest level out of everyone on the crew. That works with any tank that you get elite status to, by the way. Accelerated crew training available for first battle, like I just said. Now this is the part that confuses me with a lot of people, is transferring the crew from the same type without penalty or retraining. A lot of people don't understand what that means. What that means is the Panzer IVS is a medium tank. It is a tier 6. I can take this guy, and this guy, and this guy, all of these guys, and I can send them to the barracks, and I can go over here to my Panzer IV, which is a German tier 5 medium tank, and I can send the same guy I sent to the barracks, which would be this guy, and right up here I can replace this guy with the Panzer IVS guy right here. And this guy, he appears red, but it really doesn't mean that much. I can send this guy back to the barracks, and then I can send him to the barracks. Jesus, it's full. Sorry, I have a full barracks, so it makes it kind of difficult to do this. But the point is, you can swap your crew back and forth between mediums. Now, for the Lao, my tank crew is actually my crew from the Tiger II, because my Tiger crew is better than my Lao crew, which is only at about 84% with their perks. So right now, I have a Lao crew and a King Tiger crew. The King Tiger crew, even though it appears red right about here, they're still operating at 100% efficiency because this is a premium tank. Now, tanks such as the Chi-Nu-Kai, I don't have other crew members for this. This is a special premium tank, seeing as this is the only premium tank for this line, and being that it is a medium all the way down from tier 5 up to 10, if you're going to do the premium or the Japanese line, getting the Chi-Nu-Kai is a very good idea, because you can buy the tank here, you can buy this tank, and as you are grinding to your tier 10, you can train a crew on the Chinukai, and when you get to the tier 10, which has 4 crew members and this has 5, you can transfer your crew members over to the tier 10 without credit penalty, and because they're on a premium tank, you can instantly start training them using the experience you earn. So by the time you get to the tier 10, if you play your Chinukai a pretty good amount, you could probably be on your second or third perk by the time you get to the tier 10. Now, that being said, my E25 crew is in the barracks, and this is my tier 10. It is an expensive tank to run, especially if you lose. So what I do for these guys is I send them to the barracks, and I put them on the E25, and I train them using the E25. So I play the E25 with my tier 10 crew because the E25 is a cheap tank to repair. It's premium, so it's really cheap to repair. It earns good money. Everything about it is cheaper. The ammo is cheaper. The ammo is better. Everything about it is just all around better tank than other tier 7 tank destroyers. Now, I train the crew on this, and then come clan wars or a standard battle, I transfer it back to my tier 10, and then I kick some butt and take some name at the tier 10. That's about it for the premium tanks. If you have any other questions, you can use World of Tank Wikipedia. It's got a pretty simple walkthrough for premium tanks. They're not that hard to figure out. They're not that complicated. You can figure it out pretty easily. I mean, it's not too terribly hard, but this is just a basic tutorial going over.